going on YouTube? RC Connoisseur. Had a couple people asking me about I guess what all my collection is, and I've seen a few people do their collection videos recently, so I guess I'll do mine too, show y'all what I have. So let's get started. Alright, so I guess I'll show you the airplanes real quick, simply because I'm not taking them down. They're hung up on the ceiling right now, but right there, that is my PBY. It's a Dynam PBY Catalina seaplane. I will hopefully be getting some footage of this and actually throwing an FPV setup and getting some good FPV footage out of this thing right here. Next up, we have the Park Zone Icon A5. This is also a seaplane. You can take those wheels off and you can take right off the water. On top, we have the mini version, which is actually stabilized. It has a stabilization unit in it. I have not flown either one of those yet. Just been waiting for the right time. Lastly, on the planes, we have this is a Dynam Hawksky. This actually came from Killer Planes, and they threw their Max crash proofing kit. Basically, this thing can hit the ground at around 60 miles an hour and not do any damage besides maybe to the motor, which is just replaceable, but your body and everything is still intact. It's got, I believe, 60 carbon fiber rods in the wings and throughout the entire plane to keep it from snapping when it hits. So those are the planes. I got a lot more of the planes coming. I'm just trying to concentrate on different aspects of the hobby first, and then I will definitely start getting more airplanes and stuff like that. Let's move on to the boats. Alright, so starting out on the boats, we have some minis. I've been trying these out. Probably going to sell a few of them, not sure which ones yet. But right up front, you have the Atomic. This is made by Atomic. It's called the Atomic Styrix STRX9. It's a little 9-inch V-hull. Pretty quick and fun little boat. Honestly, I'll most likely keep this one. Next to it, you have the ProBoat Impulse 9. It's also a 9-inch V-hull as well. This one cavitates a bunch. Not really sure I'm going to keep them. That one right there. The Catamaran, I might keep it. It's the ProBoat Blackjack 9. Again, it's the 9-inch Catamaran hull. And they're pretty fun, but let me see. We'll see what they look like underneath. Small brushed motors. It's kind of dark in this one. And there you go. They're fun, but I don't know. It's not really for me. I don't go to the pool much. I'm out at the lake, and these ain't lake machines. Next is the Aquacraft Mini Alligator Tours. It's got a brushed motor. Honestly, this thing is terrible. It is really slow. I mean, the one thing I do see with this is it's got potential to be upgraded like a beast. So throw you a brushless motor. I'd probably do some sort of a waterproof ESC down in here, throw a larger prop on it, and get all that besides the servo, and try to maybe make that hole bigger to fit a larger battery. But other than that, this thing is slow and terrible. This one will definitely most likely be sold. Getting into the better boats, I guess. Here is my Lobster Outrigger. This is actually really fun boat for the lake. Water needs to be smooth. I don't know how long that is. Maybe 17 inches maybe. I don't know. I really like the motor in here. Brushless motor, but this thing is tiny. Look, there's my thumb and there's the can of the motor. It's just so small. But you run this on 3S and this little thing shit and gets, man. I'll tell you what. Bottom half's yellow, top's blue. Pretty fun boat overall. And let's get out the rest of the boats and see what they look like. Alright, so here is my carbon fiber. It's my Lobster Outrigger, fully carbon fiber. Man, this thing is a beast. My only issue is it's really hard to fit a 6-cell battery in this space. It goes up to about right here, but it's the opening It's a little too small. It's really hard to fit it in there. You gotta bend it a little bit. But and not only that, with that, there's no way to mount a GPS or any way to measure speed, and it's really hard to hit it with a gun. But I'm guessing this thing's got to do around 70 miles an hour easily. Hopefully I'll get it on video here pretty soon. We'll see what y'all guys think. Here is the setup. I'm hopefully going to throw in a different motor, ESC. I'm just going to have to mess around and kind of see what I can fit inside of here. Next we have this is the full-size Aquacraft Alligator Tours airboat. And this has not even been broken in yet. Something that I will be doing soon. It actually has an airplane motor mounted on it. This one will definitely have power and a lot more speed than the Mini. And we'll be doing a video of that soon. Alright, so here's my last that I have right now. I'm actually in the process. I have a new 130 mile an hour capable fully carbon fiber catamarans, 45 inches, that's being built as we speak. It should be here in the next couple weeks. This right here is my 45-inch Delta Force Sniper V-Hull. It's a carbon fiber layup, but the inside is really special. Go ahead and open it up. I have the hatch bolts on it to just keep it down during the fur crash. Here's the inside. You can see the diamond carbon fiber plating. This thing is just immaculate. Luckily the builder had a bunch of this plating left over to use on this build. Otherwise, I mean, you're looking at least $1,000 just inside layup. What it has on there for electronics, we have a Fighter Cat ESC. It's a 300 amp ESC. I believe it's capable of 14S. I could be wrong, it might be 12, but I'm pretty sure it's 14. Regardless, we're going to run it on 12S because we have a Beast X528 780 kV motor in here. If y'all are familiar with Castle's big 2028, this thing's around that size, but can handle a lot more RPMs. So, like I said, we're going to throw 12S at it, and hopefully this thing will do about 80 miles an hour on the water, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so here is one of my favorites of the arsenal so far. It's the Walkera Pandora Warrior from Avatar, that's right. This thing is independent rotors. I mean, it's this thing's a fun quad to fly, or not quad, but fun craft to fly. The camera actually works, but it's terrible, so I think I have it disconnected. I'm going to put my own camera for FPV on it. Next we have Walkera's 4F 200LM. This is the Llama. It's a scale helicopter right here. It's 3G stabilized. Haven't done a lot of flying yet with it, but I will, and I will get a FPV setup on it as well. It's collective pitch, so do some 3D flying on FPV. We'll see how that works out. This is Walkera's G400. It's a collective pitched heli that actually has GPS, so it's got position hold, return to home, your basic stuff that you would find on a GPS quadcopter. It has as a heli. Collective pitched. Actually have not flown that at all yet, so I will get a video of that coming up soon as well. Been a little swamped at work, so I'll get the video up soon. Alright, next up on the helis, we have the Blade MCPX BL. This is the brushless version. I flew a good bit of some nano helis before, collective pitched, but none of them were brushless, and they were a lot easier to fly than this one. This one being brushless has a lot of power, and it's a little less stable in my opinion, but I haven't done a whole lot of flying on it yet. We'll get some video of that up pretty soon as well. Next, of course, we have the DJI Phantom 2 with the Zenmuse gimbal. This is a really awesome quad. I didn't own the first Phantom. I owned the first Walkera QRX 350, and that one was nice, but this one beat out the QRX 350 Pro in my opinion, so I kept this one. Next we have a Dynam E-Razor 450. This is the carbon version with the fly bars, but I have completely upgraded all of the servos have been upgraded to Savics. These little servos are badass. 0253 SH0253 is the Savic servo. Every servo has been upgraded to them. They're very fast and strong for a heli. So and again, I have not found this. I will definitely get some good video of this. It's a 3D heli, and we'll see how it performs acrobatically as well as just casual flying. Alright, so as for the on-roads, we're going to get into the tent scales. We have the Schumacher Fusion 28 Turbo. I already have some videos of that, but we'll be getting some more in. Definitely top end. I've only hit 74. It's supposed to do at least 80. Nitro Fortec 3.3, supposed to do 70. Have not driven it yet. HPI Sprint 2 Flux. This is my baby right here. I will hit 71 miles an hour all the time with it. It's been upgraded quite a few bit. I'll get into that later. You have the Traxxas funny car. It's supposed to do 70 as well. Have not gotten into it yet, but we'll see how it holds up. Unfinished products, things that I have not even began to start yet. We have right here the OFNA GTV2E. We have the OFNA X3 GT. This is the electric version. It's the kit. So I will be putting my own electronics into it. Just have not gotten around to it yet. Then we have the OFNA X3 GT Nitro. That's the ready to run. It's actually not even ready to run. You still got to do quite a bit of things to it, but it comes with everything you need to run. Let's see, we'll step down to the 1/8 scales, and you have OFNA's Hyper GT. We have OFNA's DM1 spec 1/8. Then we have, okay, over here we have their 1/7 scale, the DM1 Pro. That's a nitro as well. So is both of those are all nitros. This one right here is a special car. It has not been driven. It's the OFNA, which is really the Hobao, the Hyper 1/7. It's a 1/7 scale nitro. It's got reverse. I think really the coolest thing about it, in my opinion though, is the fact that it has real working exhaust in the back. So you will see smoke pour out of both the tailpipes. To me, that's just awesome. They should do that a little more now. But I don't make the cars, so what can you say? Stepping down, we have an FG Model Sport. This is the sports line, brushless sports line. This is not a conversion. This came brushless. I did strip out the factory stuff, and I threw a Savic servo, Castle, big Castle motor with the XL2 ESC. Next over here, we have the MCD X4 Rally. It does have a 6+ horsepower gasoline stroke Zenoa, I think 30.5 cc. I have some videos of this. I definitely will be getting more. It's just amazing drifter. Has no problem breaking loose the tires. Like I said, 6+ horsepower. Alright, so now we're going to get into the off-roads. What I have here is RC 4-wheel drives, Beast 6x6. I have not messed around with it too much. I'm going to strip off all the factory stuff. I'm going to do a custom build with this. I don't know when. I just have not had the time. We have HPI's Ken Block WR8 Flux. They still consider this an off-road. I have not gotten the off-road rally wheels for it yet. I'll be doing that soon once I get the Losi Rally X and the Vitera Fiesta Rally. I'm going to do a comparison on all three. We have the HPI Vorza, which I'm going to say is the best basher all around. Might cost a little more, but you know what? I've hit this. This thing is flipped into a telephone pole at 60 miles an hour, and the only thing I did to it was bent the shock tower, which I then took a crescent wrench and bent it back. Toughest car, it might be heavy, it's not a racer, it's a basher. It's made to jump without braking. So anyone, I don't really know, the Team Associated, it's just, it can't do that. I don't care. Next we have a Top Cad. This is an SCX-10, all aluminum. Again, I'm going to do a custom build on this, just haven't had the money or time. Next we have the HPI Trophy Truggy Flux and the HPI Trophy Truggy 4.6 Nitro version. Step down in the short courses, we have the Apache SC Flux by HPI, the Losi 10 SCTE, the Nitro Losi, this is the Team Losi Racing Edition. It's the SCT Nitro versions, has the remote operated startup. As for buggies, this one's an amazing racer. It's the HPI Pulse 4.6. I'll be getting actually a track video of that pretty soon. And then the just Axial SCX-10. This is the Rubicon Edition. I've done a few things to it, but I'm gonna probably completely rebuild it, and I'll do a build video on that one whenever time comes. Down here we have this is just a stock Axial Wraith. I don't even think I've driven this yet either. I need to do some modifications to it. Another custom build that's down the road. We have Sin's Colossus 7.7. It's basically the Sin GST 7.7. It's the Nitro version. It has reverse 3-speed tranny. Then we have its brother, the Sin GSTE. I've actually had this since they debuted, so I do not have the Colossus version. This thing's a beast. Stock electronics kind of sucked. ESC wise, the Hobby Wing ESC burnout on I think the second drive, so I went ahead and threw my own ESC in it. And lastly, we have a Traxxas Summit. This is the blue body. I'm gonna do a bunch of upgrades to this as well. I'm kind of tired of it how it is stock. We have the Savage Octane XL. This is the new gasoline powered one, which I just got done breaking in the motor. I need to do some tuning on the engine and the transmission, and then we'll take it out and get some bashing videos as well as a track video. And then next to it is the Losi LST XXL2. This is their gasoline version. I have not broken in the motor yet. This one's a little more complex when it comes to breaking in the engines. They want you to run 8 tanks, and there's very specific steps that you need to do with each tank that you run. So I have not. I'm going to finish the HPI first, and then I'll get into the Losi. I still got plenty of cars on my list that have not shown up yet. Hopefully within the next couple months I will have the list completed, and we will just do nothing but videos from that point on. Until then, I'm just trying to knock them out as I can, as work allows me to. So there you have it, man. There's my collection. Step back, and y'all don't forget to subscribe, comment, share down below, and stay tuned for more videos. Appreciate it.